When 2 billion people lack good food, that is essential vitamins and minerals, both the individuals and the world as a whole suffer the consequences of that hidden hunger. At Harvest Plus Nigeria, we believe that hidden hunger should not be inevitable for the people most at risk. We break down silos between agriculture and nutrition to develop creative solutions to hidden hunger. Our goal is to reach 15 million farming households, 100 million people, with bio-fortified nutritious foods by 2020. By strengthening our partnerships and delivery efforts, we are confident that we can reach 1 billion people with bio-fortified foods by 2030.
It is on that note that I charge these beautiful smart mothers to go ye into the world and preach the gospel of nutritious food.
We know that today we are reporting 100 deaths of children under 5 per hour, giving us about 240 children dying on nutrition-related incidences daily. That is definitely unwarranted. That is atrocious. That is not something a country should live with.
The second annual Nutritious Food Fair opened at the Calabar International Conference Center in the Nigerian state of Cross River. Theme: multi-sectoral partnerships to promote more nutritious foods.
NFF is designed to bring together stakeholders from the health, agricultural, research, academia, from farmers to processors, to distributors, consumers of nutritious food.
So it has become very necessary for us to plan together, to work together, to direct our energies more effectively towards, the purpose, which is to reduce the scourge of malnutrition in Nigeria.
The 3-day event organized by Harvest Plus Nigeria was to showcase bio-fortified crops and derivative products, as well as associated local processing technologies, and also to create an awareness to build a robust discussion around ministries of agriculture, health, education, and private sectors that are involved in local food processing and on the nutritious foods can be exportable.
Harvest Plus remains the global leader in the fight against malnutrition.
The problem of malnutrition is not only in Nigeria, you have it globally, and we have figures telling that about 1.3 billion people in the world are currently affected.
If the average Nigerian does not realize that you need to take care of your body systems by eating the right food, then the chances are high that getting us to eat the right food to improve on our health status will remain a challenge. And so for NFF, the primary objective is to create awareness around the need for people to eat more nutritious food.
The 2016 Nutritious Food Fair brings together stakeholders in international and national research institutions. An estimated 5,000 persons participated in the event. The vitamin A cassava, which can be processed to make varieties of food and snacks, which provides up to 40% of daily vitamin A needs. The cassava can be processed to fufu, gari, flour for chin-chin, cake, amongst others. The food fair also creates an avenue for display of foods made with the vitamin A cassava, which include a vitamin A leaf soup.
Looking at it, we have students, we have business owners, distributors, wholesalers, retailers just coming to check the products out, buy the products, get contacts, and even a lot of people have been asking questions of why are we just bringing this now.
The maiden edition was last year, and this year we are here, to strengthen what we did last year, and essentially to strengthen, the synergy between the different stakeholders that are working in the nutrition subsector.
For the nutritious food fair, compared to that of Abuja, it's a bit better off in terms of attendance, the organization, and then even the participants. It is a great experience. And people turn out to see what it takes to eat good food.
I'll say it's been so wonderful, coming around and seeing thousands of people sharing the same dream, having one voice, and it has all been about stemming malnutrition, finding solutions to the current scourge of malnutrition that we have in this country. I think it's been so wonderful.
This is something that is very fantastic. That is just to say that.
This brought about the Nutrition Food Exhibition Market Fair being declared open by Honorable Speaker, His Excellency John Gore-Lebo. He took time after declaring the exhibition market fair open to see all showcases of food displays, crops of all sorts, and food processing equipment. It was also an honor to have had at this year's food fair the distinguished wife of the Deputy Governor of Cross River State, Her Excellency Omotunde Ivara Isu.
It's for us to come together and chart a new way to address malnutrition in this country. It is to help the average Nigerian realize that nutrition has become a central point for discussion, because we are beginning to understand the dangers and the damage that a country like Nigeria will face if we continue to subject our population to poor nutrition.
This vitamin A of the team, cassava and maize, they are what farmers are even looking for now, that if they plant, they can eat and even give people good food to eat.
The 2016 NFF never took entertainment for granted, as loads of Nollywood celebrity actors, directors and producers gave their support for this great invention.
You said, and like I said, and like we heard, we are what you eat. That's why if you see me anytime, I'm radiating with beauty. Thank you, God bless you. My name is Chidedi Keneze.
And one of the things we have brought to this fair is the introduction of our newest product, vitamin A cassava custard, which is called custard, and it has really been making waves.
From an MLA point of view, I think the objectives we were strongly achieved this year.
When we had the first edition in Abuja, we had about 3,000 participants. The second edition, we've estimated about 5,000 participants. In the coming edition for 2017, we anticipate between 10 and 15,000 participants.
All the elements of the fair was pretty much interesting for me. But if I must pick one, I will look at the panel discussions. Looking at the way the panelists engaged with the topic and the way the participants also provided feedback, to the issues being discussed, right, gave me a lot of key points and the new points to note there.
I think the engagement in the quiz section was very important.
Mount Campbell, which of the following nutrients is needed to build and maintain the structural components of the body?
For me, in the next 5 years, NFF should be fully institutionalized. It should be an event that already has a date in our annual calendar.
Going forward, for future editions, I would want to see more private sector involvement, just as we have seen now. Let's have more private sector come in.
The very first step in behavioral change is actually self-analysis. Self-analysis will only be triggered if you saw something that will move you towards it. And film still has the greatest appeal. Radio might have a larger reach in some places, but what radio will do for you is actually tell them. It doesn't show them. Film tells and shows them.
The tortoise who had tasted blood once decided, I need to do something, I need to win the race again. So he goes back to the hare and says, can we have another race? But I will choose the track this time. The hare was super confident. He said, you choose the track, I will beat you there. So they agree to another race. They have another race. This time what happens, the hare runs very fast, but he is stuck at a point and he had to stay there because the finish line was across the Calabar River. So the tortoise had planned the map in such a way that the race was across the river. So after 2 hours, the tortoise comes there, jumps into the water, goes across, and he says, I won the race. So now the moral of the story is, choose your strengths and play to your strengths.
Next year, we'll see an increased participation from the international community. We had some logistics issues that did not even make some countries to be able to attend this. But then next year, we are sure that we would have all this in place. 2017 NFF will be something to really, really look out for, and we will definitely make sure of that.